Africa Global Radio. Our story, our growth, our future.
Headlines across Africa.
Welcome to Headlines Across Africa for today, 14th February 2024. I am Mary Agyepomah-Kissi. In the headlines, South Africa submits urgent request to ICJ on possible emergency measures to protect the rights of Palestinians. United Nations urges security forces in Senegal to respect and ensure human rights. And Kenyan firm makes sustainable textiles out of pineapple waste. South Africa has asked the International Court of Justice, ICJ, to consider whether Israel's plan to extend its offensive in Gaza into the city of Rafah requires additional emergency measures to protect the rights of Palestinians. In a statement, the South African presidency said it had submitted an urgent request to the ICJ, adding that the government was gravely concerned that a military offensive against Rafah, as announced by the State of Israel, has already led to and will result in further large-scale killing, harm and destruction. Last month, the World Court ordered Israel to take all measures to prevent its troops from committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza, following a case brought by South Africa. Head of the UN Palestinian Refugee Agency, Philippe Lazzarini, also says the situation in Rafah is deeply concerning, questioning where civilians will go if the military operation is taking place. Amid reports of planned further protests in Senegal against the country's President Macky Sall's decision to delay the country's election to December, the United Nations body has advised all actors from resorting to violence. The UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, calls on the government to ensure that the proposed national dialogue be as broad-based as possible and ensure genuine participation of opposition groups, women, youth, and marginalized groups. The Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights, OHCHR, and other human rights organizations have also called on authorities to ensure that they uphold the country's long-held tradition of democracy and respect for human rights. OHCHR spokesperson Liz Russell adds that security forces should respect and ensure human rights, including the right of freedom of expression, association, and peaceful assembly. An innovative project in Kenya is turning leftover pineapple leaves into footwear, as the fashion industry worldwide increasingly embraces more eco-friendly material. A pineapple farmer, James Kinuthia, explains that they used to burn, throw away, or replant pineapple suckers until they later met a company called Pine-Kazi, where the farmers sell the pineapple suckers to them. He notes that not only does this bring an extra revenue for the farmer, but it also creates jobs as people sort the leaves and extract the fiber, which is then dried, spun, and woven to make the textiles. According to Pine-Kazi's CEO and co-founder, Olivia Ewo, about 763 million tons of post-harvest pineapple leaves are usually produced and burnt or chemically decomposed yearly. So by collecting this waste, they reduce carbon and methane emissions by 0.28 metric tons. Olivia is hoping to scale up the project to other countries that produce pineapple waste as well. Betterman Semili, founder of public sanitation advocacy organization Clean Up Kenya, adds that the country had a fixation with fast fashion and that sustainable fabrics could form part of the solution. And that is how we wrap up Headlines Across Africa for today, 14th February 2024. We'll come your way tomorrow with more news right here on Africa Global Radio. I am Mary Agyepomah-Kissi.
For this and more, check us out on africaglobalradio.com. On Facebook and YouTube, Africa Global Radio. On Twitter and Instagram, AF Global Radio.